morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody? How's everybody doing? All right, so we got some music on. We've got the Commanders and the Eagles tomorrow at 8:15, and that should be a great game. In fact, it should be phenomenal. Jaden Daniels he has been pretty amazing this year, like phenomenal, in fact. So I'm also looking here at Jalen Hurts, who has had 5 wins in a row. So you can't go wrong there either. I personally think that it will be really close, to the point where I would not be shocked if either team won. But the Eagles have the better defense. They have a young defense. The Commanders, I think, have a slight advantage with the quarterback situation. Not much, but slight. They're both really young teams, but I think there is an edge with the Eagles. So I'm going to go with the Eagles, and I'm going to say it's going to be 32-28. 32-28. I think it's going to be very physical. There's going to be fumbles, takeovers, and what I mean by takeovers is they're going to take over the defense. Yeah, it's going to be a great game. I'm excited to see that game. I think it'll be phenomenal, to be honest. Okay, so let's go to the Browns and Saints. That game, I think there's an edge with the Saints. I think the Saints should do fairly well. I have a good feeling. The Browns are showing signs that they're getting a little better, but they don't have all the pieces. They looked so much better last year with Joe Flacco. They really did. Um, the Raiders, I honestly don't know what to say about the Raiders and the Dolphins. So I'm looking at the Raiders and Dolphins, and I'm looking at the Browns and Saints, and I'm just kind of tuning into them. So I'm going to go with the Saints against the Browns, and I think that's going to be 28-24 in favor of the Saints. That's my prediction. So the Saints win. The Raiders against the Dolphins. The Dolphins look good. The Dolphins actually look really good. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins at 34-28. 34-28. A 6-point spread. And the Raiders might get less points than that. I would not be shocked if the Raiders only got 10. But I'm going to go a spread of about 6 points to 8 points in favor of the Dolphins. And the Dolphins look good. They really did. Jalen Waddle looked phenomenal. Like, he had a great outing, finally. So good for him. Tyreek Hill supposedly has a wrist injury that happened during his arrest. I don't know how real that is, but it's pretty wild. And that's the thing. Do the Kansas City Chiefs really want to deal with all that extra when their team is so good? Do you want to bring in a disruptor? It depends on how much you want to win, right? So then the next game we have here is the Colts and the Jets, who are both in a horrible place right now. They're both not doing well. The Colts, in their last game, I felt like they gave up. They absolutely just gave up. The Jets, I think, have an edge here, so I'm going to go with the Jets. and I'm gonna say the Jets win by 28 to 24, somewhere in that range. So 4 points. Let's go 4 points again. I don't think it's gonna be a super high scoring game. I would love it to be, but I don't think it's going to be. The Vikings against the Titans, we're probably looking here easily the Vikings winning, but Sam Darnold did not look good in the last game at all. And Will Levis looked pretty good. So if there was to be a surprise, it might be in this game where the Titans actually win by a very small margin. But I'm going to go with the Vikings. The Vikings still are very solid. Sam Darnold is showing a little bit of fatigue, or maybe he's hurt. I'm not sure. So I'm going to go with the Vikings 34 and the Titans 30. All right. Packers and Bears. Packers and Bears. Jordan Love has not been as good as last year by any stretch of the imagination. He's been okay at best. Um, so I'm going to go with the Packers here, and I'm going to have it 38 to 32. And the Bears are finally going to get some points on the board. So let's go with that. 38 to 32 in favor of the Packers. And the Bears win yet again. No. No. That's mean. But I think that they're going to win in the sense that they're going to actually get in the end zone and have a TD. That's what I mean. The Jaguars have had moments of looking good. The Lions were awful last week, even though they won. 5 interceptions. 5 interceptions. Oh my God, that's awful. But it goes to show you really great teams can falter and still win. And the Lions are a great team. They really are. And the Jaguars are not as bad as we once thought. Because statistically, if you look at them, they're pretty good. They're kind of like the Bengals. The Bengals have some real shortcomings. Um, we'll have to see. Trevor Lawrence, there was rumor that he won't be playing. So is he hurt? I heard that. So I'm going to go with Detroit again, winning. And it's going to be a close game. I'm going to say it's 29 in favor of Detroit Lions to 22 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, yeah, there's problems in Detroit right now. I think they had 2 away games and they were a little beat up. They might have been not as focused. They're going to be home. So Detroit should do great. It should be a good game. And I can't believe how well they're doing. So they're showing signs of being a really unbelievable team. Yeah, and people are saying Detroit has strong confidence. Okay. All right. So let's see. What have we done so far here? We did the Vikings, did the Commanders. So we did the Commanders and Eagles. We did the Raiders and Dolphins. We did the Browns and Saints. We did the Colts and Jets. We did the Vikings and the Titans. So I took the Eagles, right? I took the Dolphins. I took the Saints. I took the Jets. And I took the Vikings. I took the Packers. I took the Lions. And now we're the Rams and Patriots. Hmm. Drake May has been playing really well. but I don't think they have enough to beat the Rams. So I'm going to go with the Rams, but I would not be shocked if the Patriots win this one, to be honest. The Rams, if they have all the pieces, right? If they have Cooper Cup, Puka Nakua, um, they lack speed. That's what I'm hearing. They're lacking speed. The Patriots, though, I think look really good with Drake May. I think he's a little dynamo. Like, whoever saw the greatness in him, I think he is going to be a long-term good bet. In fact, the quarterbacks this year have all been pretty good. The ones that got picked, right, are not bad. Not bad at all. Um, and Minnesota's gonna look great next year. They got the right quarterback. He had really awful luck. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the Rams. I'm not really sure what the score will be here. I think the Patriots will hold the Rams to less than 30 points. So let's go Patriots 20, Rams 24. Somewhere in that range. Differential of 4 points. Okay? Ravens Steelers. Now this is going to be a good game. Ravens are either going to win by 10 or 20 points, or they're going to lose by 2 points. That's what it feels like. And I have a sneaking suspicion that the Steelers are going to come to play. But it is really hard to beat the Ravens. They are so deadly offensively. They are horrid defensively. They're not good this year. Let's be real. Offensively, they're dangerous, right? The Steelers, on the other hand, are really good defensively, and they're coming into their own offensively, right? Russell Wilson, Russell Wilson is great. I wish they would use both quarterbacks, but maybe that's too disruptive. Use the legs of Justin Fields occasionally. But, Russell Wilson got out of harm's way. He was doing the moon ball. The moon ball was pretty good, I have to admit. Did a good job with the moon ball. So I'm going to say, I don't know. I'm going to go with the Steelers. I am. I'm going to go with the Steelers winning by 2 points. And I have it as, yeah, it's only because the Ravens are so bad defensively and the Steelers are so good at containing teams. I'm going to say the Steelers are going to continue to be number 1 in their division. Let's do that. And they're going to win by 2 points. I don't know the score. I think it'll be low if they win. If they don't win, then the Ravens will go to town, but I can't see them going to town against the Steelers. Steelers are better than you think. That's the problem with the Steelers. The Steelers can beat anybody any week. They really can. Seahawks 49ers, that should be a good game. So I'm going with the Steelers. I made my mind up. Seahawks 49ers. I think the 49ers have enough right now to win against the Seahawks, not by much. I'm going to say this is like 32 to 24, somewhere in that range. So I'm going to say Seahawks 24 to 26 points and the 49ers 32 to 33 points, somewhere in that range. So I'm going to go with the 49ers only because the 49ers have Christian McCaffrey back. George Kittle is suddenly on fire. He looks great. The other pieces are not good, though. They're okay. But the 49ers have depth. I feel really bad for them this year. It has just been an awful season for them. kind of a write-off, but you know what? It's still young, they could come back. Look what the Bills did last year. So I'm gonna go with the 49ers winning. Not by much, though. I would say 6 points, maybe 6 points, yeah. Falcons and Broncos actually a weird game, and I'm having a rough time trying to decipher who's gonna win here. Um, I'm gonna go with the Broncos. I'm gonna go with Bo Nix. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think the Broncos will contain, the Falcons. The Broncos can really lock down a team like they did last week. They almost won against Kansas City. That was came down to a field goal, right? A blocked field goal. That's what it came down to. So, yeah, sorry guys. I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at here. So you don't see the same thing over and over. Let's go here. All right, NFL games. Go here, share. Boom. There we go. Let's make it bigger. All right. So far here I'm saying Eagles, Dolphins, Saints, Jets, Vikings, Packers, Lions, Rams, but I'm not sure. Steelers, 49ers. All right. And I think the Broncos are going to win. I think they're going to contain the Falcons. I don't know why I feel that, but I'm going to go with my feeling. Just that they played so well against the Chiefs. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that Kirk Cousins hasn't been great this year. He's just not been consistent. When he's been great, he's been bionically great, like off the Richter scale great. Chiefs and Bills. This to me is the most exciting game so far this year. Right there. Chiefs and Bills. I love when they play together. This will be an absolute bloodbath. These two teams are not great fans of each other. There's so much pain and sorrow. If the Bills had won last year, they probably would have won the Super Bowl. If they beat the Chiefs, they probably would have took it all the way. I really felt like the Bills had a chance. Where everybody else that played them, the Ravens last year just fell flat. It was bad. The 49ers, they were in it. I really felt like the Bills had a chance. So, I would not be shocked that the Bills beat the Chiefs. Mm, but the Chiefs right now, they are a different team than last year. They have so much depth. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs by 3 points, but I would love to see the Bills win, so I'd be okay with that. But logically, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs by 3 points. I don't know if that's gonna be enough to cover the spread, probably not. All right, so Chiefs by 3. I don't know the score. Um, I would love it to be high, but I don't think it will be. I think it'll be probably just over 30 points. Okay, so the Bengals and Chargers. This is hard, believe it or not. This is because the Chargers have been pretty solid, where the Bengals have had nightmare after nightmare. Do they have T. Higgins back? I don't know. I'm going to go with the Bengals. Um, but again, the Chargers have the ability to win this. So great coaching, good quarterback. The running backs are pretty good, but it's hard to beat Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is just phenomenal, right? Yeah. If he has the weapons, he should win. So I'm gonna go with the Bengals, not a high scoring game. I'll say 26 to 24, Bengals. Okay, Texans and Cowboys. Believe it or not, this will be a good game. Even though the Cowboys have been beat up. This is a huge rivalry. I gotta go with the Texans, though. I'm gonna say 40 to 32 in favor of the Texans. All right. So those are my picks. We've got Texans, Bengals, Chiefs, Broncos, 49ers, Steelers, Lions, Rams, Packers, Vikings, Jets, Saints, Dolphins, Eagles. And a lot of those games will be entertaining. They always are. Um, but I tell you, if the Chiefs get past the Bills, there is a insane chance that they are going to be perfect this year, undefeated. They have to get past here. If anybody's going to get them, and I honestly think that the Steelers might get them. The Steelers may have their number. Yeah. Cardinals are weird too. They come up big, you know? And when they beat you hands down. And Kyle Murray's been looking good this year. But this is the game of the year for me right here. Chiefs Bills. And then after that, I would say Ravens Steelers. That is a great game. And after that, there's not most of those are there's nothing really spectacular there. Sorry, Commanders Eagles. Commanders Eagles, Ravens Steelers, Chiefs Bills. That should be really good. I'm going to stick with the Steelers. I have a really weird feeling they're going to win. And the Ravens are they're not good defensively, period. They just aren't. All right, let's play some music. Then we'll do some quotes and we'll get rolling here. Thank you for being patient with me. I wanted to get through this. So we've got Cosmic Love, So Funky. Oh, yeah. Good morning, world. I hope you have an awesome Wednesday. I like that ending. That's sharp. That is a very good ending on there. I love that very much. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're doing well and enjoying your life. We are forever grateful for all the people who come and see us each and every day. It's always fun. Oh my God, look at this. Isn't that wild? That is such a good shot. I love that. And this is on Mahomes Mania. Well, you have those who love him and you have those who don't love him. He's he is a little bit misunderstood. Here's a cool shot here, right here. Check this out. This is Toronto many, many moons ago. This is 1966. I was 3 years old. This is Dundas Street West. Isn't that something? Near the Broadview subway station. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Anybody know who this is? I'd be shocked if the average person knows who this is. Any ideas? Famous quarterback. I'll give you that. He's a very famous quarterback. Aw. That is Brock Purdy. Anybody know who this is? Oh, sorry. You can't see it. Let's try this. Get me out of here. Anybody knew who this is? Any ideas? One of the greatest tight ends. Anybody know? He's playing well lately. He really is. He's playing really well. I'll let you think about that for a sec, okay? This is interesting here too. Let's have a look here. Okay, here we go. NFL stat leaders. You ready? Let's look at this together. Joe Burrow, passing yards, 2,672 yards. Is that not incredible? Here, why don't we put some tunes on? Jazzy good vibes. All right. Passing TDs, 24. Joe Burrow. What? Yes. Tula. Tagovailoa. I think I said that right for once. Completion percentage, 72.4. That's insane. That is insanely good. Rushing yards, 1,120. Derrick Henry. If he did nothing the rest of the year, he is earned every dime they paid him. But the Cowboys couldn't afford him. No way. And he wouldn't work in their system. Well, it doesn't look like anything's working in their system. Jerry Jones. Derrick Henry, look at this. Rushing TDs, 12. 12. Receptions, Jamar Chase, 66. 66. The power of 66. That's pretty good. Receiving yards, 981? 81. It almost looks like 91. Receiving TDs, 10. Jamar Chase. Tackles, look at this, 105. Mr. Franklin, way to go. Sacks, 11. Way to go, Trey. Unbelievable. Interceptions. Mr. Joseph, way to go. Good old Kirby. Unbelievable. I don't know what this... Is it field goals? I think that's what that is. Yeah. 25 field goals made. Austin, way to go. Longest field goal. Brandon, 65 yards. Aubrey, oh yeah. And he has been 70% accurate, I think. Something like that. Or is that the league average? No, I think he's only missed 3 all year. But the average this year is 75% across the league. That's where I got that number. I remember now. AJ Cole, average punt, 53.4 yards. How insane is that? That is incredible. Unbelievable. And yet, their defense is so bad, the Bengals, that they can't win. So it goes to show you can be a stat leader and everything. It doesn't mean anything. This is cool. I like this one here. You ready? They don't do this one enough, by the way. I don't think you're going to be able to read this by any stretch of the imagination here. All right, so I'm going to have to read it to you. And it's not going to do much if I make it bigger because of the way it is. Now, if we were on landscape instead of portrait, we'd be okay. So, yeah, we were talking about this yesterday in New York, right? Rookie rushing yard leaders. And Bucky Irving has been good. Jaden Daniels is a quarterback. Look at that, Bo Nix. Bo Nix has rushed for 290 yards. I didn't know that. Way to go, Bo. Drake May, 223. And don't forget, that is a small sample size. He did not play the whole year. Huh. Tyrone Tracy Jr., way to go. Unbelievable. Ray Davis, I've seen him. He's phenomenal. If you give him a seam, he's gone. Yeah. Caleb, 236. That's respectful. He's having problems with his arm, though. Rookie receiving yards leaders. Well, Malik Neighbors, I'm not shocked. Brian Thomas Jr. with 607. So they're tied, actually. Brock Bowers, 580. And I've been talking about him all year. He's been unbelievable. Marvin Harrison Jr., 499, and that is not his best sampling. Sorry. He I think could have done well. Look at this, number 6. Keon Coleman, 417. Way to go. That makes me so happy. And he beat out Rome Aduze. Look at that. So Lad McConkey, I think I said that right? Lad McConkey? I hope that's right. Unbelievable. Quite a difference, though, right? From number 10 to number 1. So Brian Thomas Jr., Brock Bowers, and then it drops dramatically from here to Marvin. But Keon Coleman, way to go. And he's been hurt. He hurt his wrist, right? So I'm not sure if he's going to be back. He also had that awful hit head to head. Remember that? Yeah, it's a rough game. People don't seem to understand how bad it is. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, what do we got here? I'm looking at fireplaces from the fire shop. Oh, that's nice. Okay, and we've got what is Lost in Space. Do you remember that show? Look at it here. Some people say I'm lost in space. Maximize. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that something? Wonderful. I have no idea what some of this. What is this here? Okay. Aw, this is kind of cute. May you have the courage to let go of what's holding you back. All right. May you have the courage to be yourself freely and unapologetically. May you have the courage to Do more of the things that make you happy. May you have the courage to have faith in yourself and your dreams. Okay, here. Let's see if I can get this to come over here for you guys. That's not going to fit that way. There we go. Okay. May you have the courage to follow your dreams no matter what. May you have the courage to be loyal to your own self, including your own boundaries. I like that a lot. Yeah, I don't know enough about this. Something about the poppy 5 years ago he got fired for. I don't know enough about that story. Oh, this is interesting. I love these ones. We were just talking about them, and here we go. Let's see if we can get this to fit in here for you. You don't need to see me. Okay, here we go. So, you can see that the Steelers beat the Falcons, the Broncos, the Chargers, the Colts, the Cowboys. Sorry, no, they lost to the Colts. They lost to the Cowboys. Sorry about that. They beat the Raiders, the Jets, and New York. They beat Washington. So their schedule has been pretty good, right? I think they're going to beat Baltimore. I think they can beat Cleveland. I don't think they can beat Cincinnati. I don't believe they can beat Philly. And I don't think they can beat Kansas City. So they have a really good chance of, I would say, 1, 2, maybe 4 more wins out of there with a little luck, 4 more wins. So we'll see. They have they've got a tough schedule. That is not an easy schedule by any stretch of imagination. The top tier teams to me right now are the Ravens, Detroit, Philly, and statistically, as you know, from a few minutes ago, you cannot beat the Bengals. They just suck, though, when it comes to statistical defensive stuff. Hmm. Yeah, see it. I see this stuff and I can't believe half of it. Yeah, I saw this. Mike Williams took a shot at Aaron Rodgers after, yeah. You know what? You don't need to do that. Just let your play, right? Let your play speak for you. Don't don't get intertwined in all that garbage. And that's just what it is, right? It's not worth it. Oh my god, that's crazy. When I was a kid, Earl Campbell was, for I would say, several years, my very favorite running back. Do you know these two legendary basketball players? I would only be able to recognize one. Man, they are towering over him. That is crazy. The right time is always now. The right time is always now. I don't know if I totally agree with that. I think sometimes you have to be very patient. Oh my god. Time is not always kind. Of course you know who this is. Dude looks like a lady, right? Great tune. Love in an elevator, right? Dream on. Walk this way, right? Jamie's got a gun. I always thought that song was weird. This is interesting. All right. Oh, yeah, there's still okay, here we go. Power rankings for week 11. Let's do this together. Here we go. Power rankings. So they have Detroit Lions number 1. I don't disagree with that. I believe that to be correct. I think that is very true. For sure. Buffalo Bills 3, Baltimore, and Philly. Yeah. I think Philly is better than Baltimore, sorry. And Philly might be better than Buffalo. But you've got Detroit and Kansas City correct. I think Philly is gonna do exceedingly well the next, I would say, 5 weeks. I would be shocked if they didn't. They're kind of doing it reverse this year. Remember last year they won 10 games straight, which is not easy to do, and then just the wheels fell off the wagon? I would not recognize this person here, by the way. This is one of my favorite guitar players, believe it or not. I've loved him since he was a kid. He really only had about 2 or 3 albums that did okay. This is Johnny Lang. Do you remember Johnny Lang? Oh my god, this is amazing. Look at this. This is so cool. Look at that. That's quite the, is that the bat phone? And it lights up? Do you see that there? Mhm. 1967. Look at that. That's quite the outfit. That'd be a great Halloween costume. I used to love this car, by the way. They don't make cars like this anymore. That car would be way too heavy now, like just weight wise. I like the lines though. It's very nice. Do you know what kind of car that is? Anybody? When I was a kid, they were so common. It is a Monte Carlo. Yes. All right. Oh, look at this. This is a cool shot too. Okay. Anybody know who this is? This is a famous quarterback with his mom. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is good too. I love these. These are wonderful. There we go. Let's see if we can make this large. One of my favorite rock bands. I even like their early stuff. Their early stuff is really good. Does that fit better? Yeah, right there. That's them in 1986. I liked them in the 70s. You know, they started off as a band that did mostly Led Zeppelin tributes. Oh my god, this is so funny. Never trust anyone who doesn't like Joe Walsh. Even people who hate the Eagles are like, but Joe Walsh is all right. Joe Walsh was a complete maniac. He's an actor now, too. All right, let's see here. I like this one here. Jamar Chase has scored more fantasy points in 2 games versus the Baltimore Ravens this year than any of these players have all season. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. 96.7 points. He's a safe choice. I would say yes. And he doesn't look like he's in any. Hmm. This is interesting. It's a weird graph. Let's have a look here. We'll have a quick look at this as well. 9 wins, Kansas City. 8 wins, Buffalo and the Lions. 7 wins, Steelers, Ravens, Commanders, Philly, Vikings. I on the tier of 7 wins, I'm most excited, I would say, about Philly there. Baltimore is explosive. They're excellent. The Steelers are okay. They're kind of finding the footing. Commanders have already done better than anybody thought. And Minnesota, I thought for a while was the best team in the league, but I don't think so anymore. But I did for a few weeks. I really did. Texans have been hurt. They have 6 wins. The Chargers have been surprisingly good. Green Bay has been injured. Falcons have kind of lost their footing at times, and the Cardinals have been inconsistent. At the beginning of the year, I said San Fran was going to have the wheels fall off the wagon, that the team was old and they needed to reboot everything last year. And I also said that about the Cowboys. I did not see the absolute falling apart of the Buccaneers, and we know why. They were doing great when they had Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin was in the midst of having a season year, like his very best year ever. Um, and then after that, it's a mess. All of that's a mess. 4, 3, right? 2 wins on the very bottom there. And the Jaguars have played like they should have 4 wins. They just not good. The Bears, that's not good. But if you look up here, if you look at the top tier teams, for me, we're looking at Kansas City, of course, Buffalo, yes, Lions, yes, Ravens, Steelers, yes. So I would say all the teams 7 up, 7 wins so far up, those are great teams. The others are kind of on the fringe, and San Fran is done. They're cooked unless they perform a miracle, and I just don't see it. And that's what happens. You may get positioned once in your life to be in the Super Bowl. That may be a one-time deal, right? And they blew it. Where Kansas City looks like they have a very good chance of winning. Like a very good chance. I'd say better than 50-50. Lions look great. Buffalo looks great. Buffalo is doing phenomenal considering their roster. If you look at just roster, honestly, the Philadelphia Eagles are like an all-star team. They really are. Defensively, they're solid. They have a great core of weapons. They're on paper hard to beat. San Fran on paper is hard to beat. Unfortunately, everybody's injured. So we're going to have to see what happens in the next 5 to 6 weeks with injuries. You know, is this the Lions' year? How well are the Steelers going to do? I thought the Ravens were going to win last year. I was shocked when they didn't. I felt like we watched the Super Bowl when we watched the Buffalo Bills last year against Kansas City. I think they gave them the best fight of anybody. So anything can happen any game. And that's the truth. Let's have a quick look here what we got. See if we got Facebook. I'm looking at that. Cancel. Okay. That's a cool graph because it kind of gives you an idea of what's going on. Yeah, a lot of people predict this. This is what's going to happen here. Look at this. That this might be the future. Yeah, that would be cool. I wouldn't be shocked, but that's a big personality right there. Is it worth it to get his son? I don't know. This one is hilarious. Oh my god, this is so funny. Look at this. Let you guys have a look at this. That's awesome. Oh, I like these pictures of Eddie. These are great. We've got Elvin Bishop. Yeah, is he still around? He's doing the Trump dance. All right. You know what that's all about? He got fined for supporting Trump. I don't fully get that. I guess you can't do that. That's one of the things that you just can't do. Oh, this is way back. Look at this. That was a different time. That was a different time in history. This was a great time too in sports. I don't know if they knew it at the time, but wow. That is definitely a different time. All right, let's have a look here. That is awesome graphics. Isn't that amazing? I love that. I'm going to save that if I can. All right, I'm going to save that for the future. I don't know if I'll ever use it again. 25 biggest NFL draft bust of all time. Wow. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, I guess, yeah, you have to go into this link, but it gives you an idea of some of them. Interesting. Oh, yeah, it's a full-fledged article, and it's throughout history. Huh. I don't know most of these names. To be honest with you, the ones that are way, way back. Yeah, see, I don't believe that for a minute. You can't cross the line like he did and expect everything to be just roses. That's not going to happen. That's a bunch of BS, if you ask me. All right, let's play a blues tune before we go.
Seeking new avenues of cash flow. I'm all about splurging that dough. You're a dime, pure perfection. Love you more than I can even mention. Oh, you're my sanctuary, my solid ground. Our love keeps growing, never slowing down. Misunderstood by the world around, but our love has always been going down. You're my lucky charm, my divine destiny. Together we shine, love, your ecstasy. In the face of time, our love remains strong. Nothing can break us. We're through a long wrong. Ow! I need to feel your heart beating next to mine, our love aglow. In the future, better speaking words to keep our hearts in tow. Blues records bring me that peace. Play them when I'm lost and broken, praying for divine release. In these tunes my heart has spoken. magic body, unique, true. Healing waves, my soul renew. Your touch ends my weary mind in the blues that comfort's found. Soul and rhythm intertwined, peace and joy in love unbound. Feel the power when you're near me. Feel the warmth, the sun's embrace. Lonely days, they seem to fear me. With your love, I found my place. When I'm lonely and I'm blue, I close my eyes and think of you. Magic body, unique, true. Healing waves, my soul renew. Feel the power when you're near me. Feel the warmth, the sun's embrace. Lonely days, they seem to fear me. With your love, I found my place.
Good morning around the world. We are here once again to enjoy this gift, this divine gift called life. Thank you for being here with us. And I'm just looking at some of the Chiefs fan pages, and they're very excited. This is a stat that I found interesting. Now, I knew that Mr. Hunt had done very well, but I didn't know that he was on pace for a 1,000-yard season. And no one has done that in a while. So that's pretty cool in the Chiefs kingdom. Just have a look here if you want to read a little bit more about it. But it goes to show you, they can find ways to win like nobody does. Let's see here. Oh, thank you. Thank you to Joyce. Thank you so much, which is, I know her as Joy, and Joy is definitely joyous. I have not talked to her directly in a long time. That's too bad. Don't know why. I would love to talk to her again. That would be great. We used to talk, I'd say every couple of weeks, especially when we were on Haps, at least maybe once a week. It was great. Um, I don't know of many weaknesses that the Chiefs have this year. They look very solid. Even when they play subpar, they find a way to win. It's kind of the same with the Detroit Lions. They have been playing pretty phenomenal, right? Keep pounding, right? Let's have a look here before we go. You can probably read this, but if you look, you've got number one there, KC. You've got Detroit, Buffalo, Philly. We saw this early. We've got Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Baltimore, Washington, and then in the running, the Chargers. Can you believe they are still in the running? And then, you've got so many teams here that are just done. Okay, you're looking at the Saints, right? The Patriots, New York Giants, Dallas Cowboys. Unfortunately, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Cincinnati, they're going to need a miracle to come back. Do they have the talent? Yes. Are they defensively strong enough to do it? Probably not. LA is one of those teams I never count out. I don't know why. I just believe in them. San Fran, can they win the next 4 games in a row and find a way to make a wild card spot? Maybe. I would like to see that for them. Arizona has been way better than people thought. Unfortunately, because of injuries, Green Bay has had their share of problems. But if you look, there really is two tiers for me. Okay. The first tier is Kansas City, Detroit, Buffalo, Philly. And then just slightly under that line would be Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Baltimore. And Baltimore only because their defense is so bad this year. So bad. But it goes to show you can win games if you are a powerhouse, right? And they are offensively. Oh my god, this is hilarious. This is funny. Anybody know who that is? I do. I knew who that is. That's a cool car though. Very cool. All right. Here we go. Oh, I love these rankings. Now, can I find the one before it? No. This is 16 hours ago. Okay, I'm going to see if I can find it. Good luck. Good luck. I'm really not that interested in knowing who's ranked 16, to be honest with you. Oh my god, this is so funny. Look at this. Did you ever watch this show as a kid? I did, occasionally, not all the time, but I did. I definitely watched it. I have to take the girls out soon. Oh no. Hmm. Okay, so we had this firing here. That doesn't seem terribly fair, but we'll see. This is one of my favorite guitar players. This is an old shot here. This looks like it might be 15 years ago. Yeah. I could be wrong, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. Check this out. My dear friend Michael posted that. That is amazing. All right, what do we got here? And all right, here we go. This is good. We might end it very soon here, guys. Way to play your ass off. Keep leading those dudes. It's just the first one. We got a lot of these. That's a strange forming of a sentence, isn't it? Way to play your ass off. Keep leading those dudes. It's just the first one. We got a lot of these. All right. It's not the most eloquent thing I've ever said, but okay. He's showing him respect, which is cool. Wow, when is this? This is 1963 in Toronto. This is the year I was born. All right, and what's this here? Oh my god, this is the Blues Brothers right here. Yeah, John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, right? Or is it Joe Belushi? Oh my god, this is hilarious. Here is a Detroit guitar player, very underrated, still out there doing it, phenomenal. And here's someone who loves shoes. Oh my god, look at that. There's a few dollars there. Ricky Pearsall was nominated Pepsi Rookie of the Week. And this is the gentleman who got shot and was worried that he wasn't going to make it. Rightly so. Okay, and this is interesting right here. CD Lamb, I don't think Cooper Rush was given the right opportunities as far as certain situations and certain plays. I feel like we could have done better. A lot of people said he was awful. I didn't really watch it closely enough to know. This is ridiculous, this one. This is so funny. I had to follow this dude for an hour just to see the ending. Of course you did. That makes total sense. Oh, two insanely gifted musicians right there. All right. This is worth a look right here. Look at this. The Chiefs' 15-game winning streak is the longest for any NFL team since 2010. Wow. 2010, 2011 Packers won 19. That's incredible. And is that with Aaron Rodgers? I think it is, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. That is kind of cool. Huh. Gibbs played unbelievable. Oh, this is so funny. I don't know if you're going to recognize the people in this photograph. I know one of them and I know the other one, but it took me a second. It's important to have a purse. Yeah, and is that a purse or is that a man bag? I sure think that looks like a purse to me. Uh, Anybody know the two? If you do, put it in the comments there. That would be great if you do. Udio is one of my favorite rendering companies. So is Suno. Depending on the week, I always feel differently on who is number one. Recently, Suno is showing signs again of being the leader. So I love that. They're competing. Suno is also going to be soon releasing version 4 and also going to be releasing an Android app, which is phenomenal. I'm so glad to have that. Anybody put the answer in the comments there? Nobody? Anybody? Somebody? No. Okay. It has been fairly quiet today. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You know, it's funny. You look there and you can see the resemblance of his son in the younger. Oh, one of the greatest voices ever right here. One of the greatest singers. She did a wonderful version of Gloria, which I think was an Italian favorite. This is one of the most ridiculous outfits ever made, but a lot of people remember him in purple. Huh. I didn't know that. That's an interesting I don't know how you bully someone into making maybe they were threatening them. This is 14 hours ago, the stats, so it'll be recent. We have Jamar Chase at 981, just shy of 1,000. Justin Jefferson at 831. Oh yeah, Terry's been phenomenal, hasn't he? God, he's been great. 711, like the favorite convenience store. Garrett Wilson at 704. And Zay Flowers at 688, which is quite respectable, I would say. Unbelievable. Well done. Here we go. And alert. Oh, okay. That's good news. And Bryce Young has been playing a lot better. This is cool too. I love this stat right here. Joe Burrow at 2672. Lamar Jackson at 2669. Kirk Cousins at 2634. Geno Smith at 2560 and Baker Mayfield at 2505. And even though his record has not been the greatest this year, man, has he fought. He's shown so much grit and determination considering, he lost both of his key receivers. So first Mike Evans and then Chris Godwin within, I think, a week of each other. All right, so we've got division standings. We've been talking about this all day today. So we're looking at the AFC East, and we've got Buffalo on top. And this is how insane. Here's the thing. If New York wins a couple more games, just by chance, they could be second in the AFC. How insane is that? Pittsburgh and Baltimore are fighting for the AFC North. The AFC South is being fought between Houston and the Colts. I think Houston is going to be okay with the top seed. And then we've got Kansas City all by themselves with 9 wins, and the Chargers with a respectable, very respectable 6 wins, 3 losses. Let's go to the North Division here, and we are looking at Philly at top of the board with the NFC East, and then Washington in second. And then we've also got the NFC North with Detroit at 8-1 and Minnesota at 7-2. Okay, and then we've also got the NFC South, Atlanta Falcons on top with 6-4. And then we have the NFC West being led by the Cardinals, Arizona, beating out San Fran. Who would have ever predicted that outcome? That is crazy, isn't it? All right, let's have a quick look here at tunage vibrations of
May
light.
you feel love today. Let heart beat in the rhythm of a solid bass line. Music generators bring joy to countless creative souls. They love making songs to talk about heartache and healing. Don't love you, respect you, go when you should respect you. Harvey can cut along, hang down wood, on the sand of the world. Just the moment language, we are the half of this valuable revolution. So long ago, I was a lonely man searching for my soulmate. Now that I found you, we can build our dreams together. The moment they love you, don't ever end. Come stand way, you don't know. You become my love, if you don't. I'm on the sand, all of the people. He ain't holding
I love that version. The only thing with it, it has the wackiest version of vocals I think I've ever heard. But it's good. It's not awful. Love the bass, love the drums. And the thing is, I can retool that, and I should. I should try to do it again. You can go in, retool, put the lyrics in, and you can even put different lyrics in if you want, if there's parts that you feel are jumbled or not right. I think that's the best way to do it. All right. That was an Udio creation with a little bit of a reggae flavor. So if you look here, we've got Lamar Jackson in the running once again of MVP this year, right? He has been pretty spectacular. He really has. I like this right here. We haven't looked at this. So we've got, so far, from what we're seeing statistically, we're looking at seed one, right? Again, seed one. And it would be Kansas City against the Lions, right? And then we would have Buffalo against Denver, Green Bay against Philly, Chargers. Yeah, I don't know. I find these, it's just too soon. It's too soon for me. But I would say the top four there, the top four seeds, maybe, maybe. It's really strange, isn't it? Because some divisions are just so weak. All right, let's have a look here. Here we go. Top 10 jersey sales. This is kind of interesting. CJ Stroud, Caleb Williams, number 2, Patrick Mahomes, 3, Aiden Hutchinson, 4, Jaden Daniels, 5. That's amazing. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 6, 7, CD Lamb, 8, Josh Allen, 9, Justin Jefferson, and number 10, Max Crosby. The first, well, no, that's a lie. There's really only 2 defensive players there selling a lot of jerseys. That is so cool, though. All right. And this is heartbreaking for the Cowboys. Out for the season. He said it felt different than he had ever felt before, that it was a weird pop. And this is tonight, right? This game here? This is tonight, this one. That should be a really good game. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed the programming today. We did our best to play some different tunes. I'm going to play the Groove Machine for you. This is an oldie but a goodie, but one of my favorite tunes I ever made on Suno. Enjoy.
It's on a celestial tour among his heavenly creations. Ain't no chore, collect the uplift souls on the man negativity storm. Some can't transcend, so fine, so cool, funk, divine, so fresh, so hot, with the digital climb. So fine, so cool, funk groove, divine, so fresh, so hot, rhythms eternal. Look climb. So fine, so cool, so fresh, so hot, so heavenly. Look what God has sent me. So sweet, so divine, so ahead of this time. Better blow your mind for frequency. Let the funk move you, let the funk move you on many levels, like your mind, body, and spirit. Let the funk move you, let the funk move you on many levels, like your mind, body, and spirit. Look at what God sent, pure love on display. Move to ecstasy, let your soul sway. Emotional vampires try to drain the core. Toxic energy, the focus of a man, it's a war. Rise above, don't let them pull you low. Seek the dangerous souls where the pure love feel heavy. These vibes living with toxic, right, nasty souls. Drag it down, man, it's a fight. Pure love, frequent prophecy, elevate your sight. Divine ecstasy, brilliant yourself, the night. So sweet, so divine, ahead of time. From frequency blowing minds, oh so sublime. So fine, so cool, heavenly ride. Listen to the tool, enjoy, we climb. Sipping on bliss, harmony like a hymn. Break your chains, no negative whim. Stay clear of thieves of light. Shine on, creating your own right. Sipping on bliss, harmony like a hymn. Breaking chains, no negative whim. Stay clear of thieves of light. Shine on, creating your own right. Let the numb move you, let the funk move you on many levels like your mind, body, and spirit. Let the funk move you, let the funk move you on many levels like your mind, body, and spirit. Look at what God said, pure love on display with the ecstasy. Let your soul sway. The mushroom of vampires try and drain the core. Toxic energy, folks of a menace of war. Rise above, don't let them pull low. Seek the kindred souls where the pure love flow. Heavy, these vibes living with toxic light. Move two legs tonight, niggas do nothing with toxic light. I'm with you on many levels like your mind, body, and spirit. Let the funk move you, let the funk move you on many levels like your mind, body, and spirit. Look at what God said, pure love on display with the ecstasy, let your soul sway. Pure love frequency, elevate your sight, divine ecstasy. Brilliance of the drifting around like this on a celestial tour amongst heavenly creations, ain't no shore. Collective uplift souls on the men. Negativity storms, some can't transcend. So fine, so cool, heaven divine, visit to the rule. Enjoy, recline. So sweet, so divine, ahead of time. Funk frequency blowing minds, oh so sublime. So fine, so cool, heavenly rhyme. Dancing to the groove, enjoy, recline. Sipping on bliss, harmony like a hymn. Breaking chains, no negative whim. Stay clear of thieves of light. Shine on, creating your own right. Sipping on bliss, harmony like a hymn. Breaking chains, no negative whim. Stay clear of thieves of light. Shine on, creating your own right.
That was an abrupt ending. Huh. That's interesting. Didn't expect that. Oh well. What can you do? Here's a mock draft. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This is kind of interesting. I'm glad I was close by. It would have been done. There we go. This is for next year, right? Interesting. From, I'm shocked that Travis Hunter went number 3 there. That's interesting. So we looked at this yesterday, and I think it's worth another quick look here. So tonight we've got the Buffalo Bills. If they get past the Buffalo Bills, it isn't tonight, sorry, it's this week. If they get past the Buffalo Bills, their schedule after that is very doable. I think the only other opponent after that that's going to be really tough for them is going to be the Steelers. I can't see why they couldn't win the rest of those games, including the Steelers. They just need to get past Buffalo. If they can get past Buffalo, I think they have a very good chance of having a undefeated season, which is mind-blowing. Um, I think there's a good chance, though, that Buffalo will beat them, and I think there's a chance that Pittsburgh could as well. The other teams, I'm not convinced. I'm just not. I could be wrong. There could be some strange upset. I didn't think the Broncos would be that close. What excites your heart? Here you go.
I love your divine perfection unfolding in my direction. All we really have is this belief, holding on to what brings relief. You're not defined by a house so grand. Life's a fleeting moment, a grain of sand. Choose to follow what excites your heart. In this world we all play a part. Your new smile is like the sun's first light, guiding me through darkest night. Forget the things you cannot be, just embrace your destiny. It's not the space or how it's filled, but the dreams you haven't chased until you find a place where you belong, in the lyrics of your own song. You're not defined by a house so grand. Life's a fleeting moment, a grain of sand. Choose to follow what excites your heart. In this world we all play a part. When you smile, it's like the sun's first light, guiding me through darkest night. Forget the things you cannot be, just embrace your destiny. It's not the space or how it's filled, but the dreams you haven't chased until you find a place where you belong, in the lyrics of your own song. You're not defined by a house so grand. Life's a fleeting moment, a grain of sand. Choose to follow what excites your heart. In this world we all play a part. Stop. Goodbye. Shout MGB.
Let heartbeat in the rhythm of a solid bass line. Music generators bring joy to countless creative souls. They love making songs that talk about heartache and healing. I'm going to love you, I'm going to respect you, I'm going to share my life with you. We are fly high on this beautiful vibration. Not so long ago, I was a lonely man, searching for my soulmate. Now that I've found you, we can build our dreams together. Life is now more complete. I am gonna love you forever and a day. I am gonna sail away with you. I am gonna count my blessings every day. We are joined at the hip. Life now is a funky trip. So long ago, I was a lonely man, searching for my soulmate. Now that I found you, we can build our dreams together. Life is now more complete. Not so long ago, I was a lonely man, searching searching for my soulmate. Now that I found you, we can build our dreams together. Life is now more complete. Not so long ago, I was a lonely man searching for my soulmate. Now that I found you, we can build our dreams together. Life is now more complete. Oh, life is now more complete. I am gonna love you forever and a day. I am gonna sail away with you. I am gonna count my blessings every day. We are joined at the hip. Life now is a funky trip. Funk is so freaking good. Funk brings peace and harmony. Funk is connecting a community of life beings.
We're back. Yes, we are. Thank you for being here with us. We appreciate you and all that you do. We're seeing old friends today. Yay! It's nice to have friends come back. It's good. That happens sometimes. Life gets busy. I understand. I know all about that. Unfortunately, I do. Looking after my daughter's dogs right now. And she's in Japan having the time of her life. And I'm so happy for her. It's wonderful. You may not always see the results of your kindness, but every bit of positive energy you contribute to the world makes it a better place for us all. I agree. We could all just be 10% kinder. I think it would make a world of difference in the world. It really, really would. And we just need to lean with faith and hope, right? Just lean with faith and hope. That's the key. If we have faith and hope, faith that things are going to be good, and hope. And we do that every day here on the spiritual side of football. We do it every day. We try to stay on the positive tip. It isn't always easy, but we try. We give it a whirl. And we love sports from around the world. There is two types of football, right? There's soccer and there is also football. Now, my true love, of course, is football, but I really respect, I have to admit, soccer. Soccer is, you've got to be so conditioned. You're running back, you're running forward. There's no stopping. It's just crazy, the conditioning they'd have to do. So the Kansas City Chiefs this year look like they have a very good chance to do a three-peat. I hope that is the case. I'm not absolutely certain that that's going to happen, but man, I would love for that to happen. And will it happen? There's a good chance. I think statistically it looks really good. I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility, right? Soulful Blues, Unity Groove. This is an older rendition I did. I've been doing some newer ones as well. And I believe I did one on Suno the other day. Suno is also coming up with a update, a 4.0, and they're also going to have an Android app coming any day. Could be today. We don't know. So make sure you spend time in nature if you can today. Be kind to one another. We're going to wrap this up very soon. This will be the last song. Thank you so much for being here.
In the heart of the city where the neon lights gleam, there's a shouting community with a broken dream. Lonely hearts wander lost in the night, searching for compassion, seeking the light. Come together, let's feel the groove. Awaken the spirit, let the passion soothe. Shout with me now, feel the unity. In this funky jazz we find our community. From the uptown clubs to the downtown streets, we're all in this together, sharing our beats. The rhythm of love, the melody of hope, and the soulful unity we find ways to cope. Come together, let's feel the groove. Awaken the spirit, let compassion soothe. Shout with me now, feel the unity. In this funky jazz we find our community. From the uptown clubs to the downtown streets, we're all in this together, sharing our beats. The rhythm of love, the melody of hope, and the soulful unity we find ways to cope. Come together, let's feel the groove. From the uptown clubs to the downtown streets, we're all in this together, sharing our beats. The rhythm of love, the melody of hope, and the soulful unity we find our community. Let's reach out a hand, let's lift each other high. No more lonely nights, no more tears to cry. With music as our guide, let's dance as one. In the soulful unity groove, our journey has just begun. Awaken the spirit, let compassion soothe the soothe. Shout with me now, feel the unity. In this funky jazz, a brand new start. For the unity, a brand new start. Let's reach out a hand, let's lift each other high. No more lonely nights, no more tears to cry. No more huge on the high, no more tears to cry. Let's reach out a hand, let's lift each other high. Together in harmony, let's make a stand. Compassion and love, the keys to our hearts. In this funky jazz, a brand new start.
Strange ending, but cool ending. I thought it ended, but it didn't. That happens sometimes with Suno. Voice is good in that. I like it. That is one of the better blues renderings, modern blue rendering. I love the harmonica. It sounds really good. That's Suno. So we are going to quickly, before we go, give thanks to some people on X Pro. Just a moment here. Let's see if you can see the screen that I'm seeing. See if we can make it bigger. Okay, can I go like this? Yeah. Can I move it over a bit? Let's see. Is that better? Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Right there. I love that I can do that. Okay, so let's see what we have here. We have Paul. Thank you, Paul. Dr. Marcel Vomier. Don't confuse my personality with my attitude. My personality is who I am. My attitude depends on who you are. I like that. Shaka, thank you so much. We have Iceco. We have Diana Bishop. Thank you. I see you there. Donika. That's interesting. What does she say here? Look at your gift of kindness. It has a place in my house. Thank you, Mark, Nadine, and Lewa for being such amazing people and friends. Okay. I'm a little confused. Did they give that to her? Maybe. Jimmy Starr, I see you there. Brecken Indie Reviews. Thank you. Dunika, of course. Paul, thank you. Who else do we have here? Dunika again. Dunika. Nadine, thank you. Nadine, thank you. Rumi, good morning. Dr. Marcel Vomier, thank you. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Maria. We appreciate you. You never know where the show will go with Michael Bathurst. I may have to look at that. Yes, talking about funny mushrooms. That's right. Keep sending waves of positive energy from Herbal. Thank you. Nadia, I think or Nadia, not maybe. Of course, Tony D as Tony Dandridge. Yes, Barbara, thank you. Coffee with Joe, thank you. Barbara Allen, thank you. I've known her forever. The Ice Co, thank you. Maria again, Barbara again, Nadine again. David, oh, he's awesome. Jimmy Starr, he's awesome as well. Hub, thank you. Reynolds, we see you there. Temp Nation, always great. It doesn't matter how slow you go as long as you do not stop. I would agree. And there we go. Simone. There she is doing a little message. Got Simone again. We got Mac. We got YouTube here of some sort. Interesting. We got Beth. We got Layla. Hockey. We've got Iceco again. Diana Bishop. Who's that? Don't know who that was. The other one there. Alicia. Thank you. Positivity is important. Consciousness creation. Thank you. Dunika again. Dr. Volmir, Maria. Terry Lightfoot. I love Terry Lightfoot. Mac, thank you. I think we're caught up. Yep, we're caught up. Thank you so much for being here, folks. We so appreciate you and all that you do each and every day. And people are very excited about the Chiefs, as they should be. And I'm just looking at some of the Good Vibes crew here. Anything interesting we can... Football insights. What do we got here? Oh man, that's just flying. I feel bad for the Cowboys this year. It's such a mess. It really is. What is this? Let's have a look at this. Interesting. Oh wow. Okay. Well, if you look at Russell Wilson this year, he's done incredibly well. And Lamar Jackson has had a great year. Josh Allen has had a great year. Jordan Love fell a little short, unfortunately. Will Levis is having a rough year. Baker Mayfield is playing phenomenal. He just doesn't have the weapons. Yeah. Who else here? CJ Stroud has had, I would say, a tough second year. Drake May is showing that he is worthy and talented enough to hold his own in the league. So good for him. Bo Nix, I've been praising him since the beginning. He's showing that he has the ability to mature each and every week. Anthony Richardson, I think they should bring him back. Give him a try. It can't be any worse, right? He needs to learn. Matthew Stafford has played steady. He's been great. Justin Herbert has been, I think, phenomenal this year. Considering the weapons he's had around him. Jaden Daniels has been, I would say, MVP quality. And Brock Purdy, always underestimated. Steady Eddie. Tula has been really good the last couple of weeks since he's been back. So, yeah, a lot to be excited about this year in football. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Continue to be a source of light no matter where you are in the world. Be kind to one another. Can we get that to fit any better? No, but I can read it to you. The most painful tears are not the ones that fall from your eyes and cover your face, but the ones that fall from your heart and cover your soul. Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and all that you do each and every week.